I never thought I'd actually need the security cameras I installed. Honestly, I just got them for peace of mind. I live alone in a small house on the edge of town. Not the safest neighborhood, but not the worst either. Everything was fine for months. I'd check the notifications sometimes, usually just the neighbor's cat wandering into the yard or the occasional delivery guy. But last month, something happened that still keeps me up at night. It started with the motion alert that went off at 2:17 a.m. I was already awake, lying in bed scrolling on my phone. At first, I figured it was just another raccoon or something. But when I opened the live feed, I froze. There was a man, standing in my backyard. He wasn't moving, just standing completely still, facing the house. He was wearing a hoodie with the hood pulled low, but what freaked me out was, he was holding something. A crowbar. I felt my stomach drop. I muted my phone immediately, so he wouldn't hear the notification sound. I tiptoed to my bedroom window, pulled the blinds down just a crack, and there he was. Closer now, staring directly at my window, almost like he knew I was watching him. I dialed 911 with trembling hands. The dispatcher answered, but right then, I got another notification. Motion detected, front door. I switched cameras. Another man. This one was standing at my front door, looking straight into the doorbell camera. And the worst part, he was smiling. Not a normal smile. His mouth was open way too wide, like a forced, exaggerated grin. His eyes were wide, unblinking, almost empty. They weren't speaking, just standing there. One in the front, one in the back, both holding crowbars, both waiting. I whispered to the dispatcher what was happening. She told me to stay inside, lock myself in a room, and stay quiet until officers arrived. As I was moving toward my bathroom, the safest place without windows, another notification popped up. Motion detected, living room. My blood ran cold. There was no one inside. There shouldn't be anyone inside. I opened the camera feed for the living room, and there he was, the man from the front door. Inside, standing in the middle of my living room. But the front door hadn't opened. There was no sound, no broken window, nothing. I remember whispering into the phone, he's inside, over and over. The dispatcher kept asking, are you sure? Stay hidden. Officers are minutes away. Then the worst sound I've ever heard, footsteps down the hallway. Heavy, slow, getting closer to the bathroom door. I held my breath. I held it until my vision blurred. Then silence. No more footsteps. No knocking. Nothing. Just silence. I stared at the bathroom door, expecting it to burst open at any second. But it never did. 10 minutes later, I heard the police banging on my front door, yelling my name. I ran out, nearly tripping over myself. They searched the entire house. Nothing. No one. No signs of forced entry. Windows locked. Doors locked. Nothing was broken. The backyard? Empty. The front yard? Empty. But when I showed the officers the footage, they both went pale. One of them actually said, I've never seen anything like this. Here's the part that messes with me the most. When they reviewed the camera system, there was no footage. All the video clips from that night were gone. Deleted. Every single one. Except for one photo. A single frame captured at exactly 2:17 a.m. A screenshot from the backyard camera. It's blurry, but you can clearly make out a figure. Standing there. And next to him something else. Something that isn't human. I moved out a week later. I don't check security cameras anymore. I'm not sure I ever want to again.